Is Usopp going to die? What's up, guys? It's Yanko Sensei here, back with another video. Please like and subscribe this video, and let's get into it. Alright, guys, so today's topic is, will Usopp die? Okay, now let's be real here. One of the Straw Hats at some point have to die. Now, let me explain why. Because, for example, you have animes like Naruto. Like, maybe a main character didn't get killed off, right? An immediate character. But you killed off people like Jiraiya and close people that were close-knit into the team, right? Into that played a vital part in the story. One Piece with Ace, yeah, but they haven't really nothing close that we see every day. Because when we first started learning about Ace, is when they ended up killing him, like later on, right? So we didn't have too much attachment. We still had some attachment. Don't get me wrong, but it was nowhere near as if one of the Straw Hats were to die. I just don't think for example, Fairy Tail. One of people's biggest gripes about Fairy Tail is nobody dies. All the stakes get higher and higher and higher, and even people who end up dying end up coming back. So there's truly no payoff. I think when you look at all the Straw Hats and their goals, let's break it down, guys, and see why Usopp should be the one dying, right? Okay, Luffy, we know his goal is to find the One Piece, right? So he can't die until he gets that, right? We know Zoro wants to be the greatest swordsman, right? Okay, he can't die, so that's achieves. We know Nami wants to sail the seas and chart on a map all the seas, right? Okay, so that can't happen until she travels the whole world. We know Brook wants to go back all around the world and see Laboon, right? So that's towards the very end of One Piece. That's past Grand when you're out of the Grand Line and everything, right? So he's back now, okay? Robin wants to learn the Will of D and read all the poneglyphs, right? And know the world history. Okay, so that's not towards the very end of the series. Chopper wants to be he wants to be the doctor to keep everybody healthy throughout the entire journey to the end. So he's staying to the end. Frankie wants to see the ship that he created with his own hands sail almost every single sea and make it all the way to the end of their journey, right? Sanji wants to see the all blue. We don't know where that is, but that's more than likely somewhere towards the very end of the series, right? Usopp, what is his goal, guys? He wants to be a great warrior of the sea, right? That's what he wants to be remembered as. It doesn't mean that he has to. We already know Usopp's strength. Like, let's be real. He's probably not getting any stronger. So, do you see him having some awesome battle like Sanji, Zoro, or Luffy in order to achieve his dream? No, him being a great warrior of the sea, he could be remembered as one in past tense. And what I mean by that is if the Straw Hats get into a situation where you know how they're usually broken up, team A, team B. If Usopp is with a team with less talented fighters, like let's say like Nami, Chopper, and stuff, and he has to step up, let's be real here, especially if it's a first mate, second mate, or the main villain or the captain of the crew, and Usopp has to fight them to let the rest of the crew get away or his team get away, he'd probably end up dying. But guess what? Because of that battle, letting his team get away and him probably putting up a good fight, he'd be remembered as a great warrior who took on another great warrior in order to defend his crew. So his dream would have been achieved in the past tense. He'd probably die. He would die, but he would have done that, achieving his dream, and he'd be remembered as a great warrior, and people would talk about him and his story amongst the seas. Everybody else has to live in order to get to their goal, but Usopp's the only one who doesn't have to live in order to achieve his goal. He can die and hit his goal. That being said, guys, I don't want Usopp to die by any means. I mean, I love Usopp, God the Usopp. What do you do without him? The sniper himself. But I just think that if any character were to die, it would have to be Usopp. He's there for the taking, and it gives us a big impact because his dynamic with the crew, and also because he's considered OG. He's considered one of the first 4 or 5 crew members in Luffy's crew, so it'd be big payoff. That being said, I don't want him to die by any means. I just can see it coming in the near future towards the end of the series. Usopp would be able to achieve his dream and his dream live on by being a great warrior and doing one of the only things that he ever goes outside of his comfort zone instead of running away does, which is what? He protects his friends, as we all know. Even when he wants to run away when the danger's tough and he doesn't want to go to the island, or he's like in Dressrosa when he's having a hard time taking the shot. It's just he's always there for his crew. He's always there for his friends because his friends are always there for him. So Usopp being in that predicament would be huge payoff and character growth for him. Number one, it'd be character growth. Number two, if he died, it'd be a huge payoff. Because I say the payoff of the death, guys, is because it can't be like fairy tale, for example. We cannot go through all these steps towards the end of the series and the climax and the villains and everything get harder and the times get tougher and the arcs get tougher and everybody in the crew expect to always come back together happy and have a feast. What would be the a big impact would be if all the crew comes back except one person, and when they're having the feast and everybody's laughing and everything and the crew is sad, when we see that different dynamic, it's really gonna hit, and it's gonna give the crew a realization before they get to the very end to go get the One Piece that they might not always come back. We don't know when the last time is that they'll see each other. You don't know if you're coming back. That's the reality. Luffy and his crew have escaped so many outcomes that could have been really bad. That being said, guys, if you made it this far in this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm growing every day. I'm doing shorts, videos like this, live streams of all different types of animes. Comment down below if you think Usopp will die, or who do you think will die from the crew, if any. Bianco Sensei out, guys. Peace.